Hello, welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. As usual, I'm wearing clothes, wearing my spiffy QAnon t-shirt still. So the presidential debate, um, I couldn't watch it. The debate happened tonight. I couldn't watch it. And I'm being serious when I say this. When you watch anime, when you take in K-pop content, watch K-dramas, play Korean / Chinese video games. You're inundated with good-looking people, good-looking people portrayed in the cartoons and magazines, whatever. Anyway, when you're used to like good looking people and then you see Kamala Harris, you can't really focus, and she was just too hard to look at. And so and then she's Indian, so I just kept thinking, like the stage must smell. So it was just I just couldn't watch the debate. I mean, I lasted like 3 or 4 minutes, and then like her voice is all weird. So it wouldn't change my vote anyway. Obviously the past 4 years under Biden Harris has been horrible, and so Harris is just a younger version of Joe Biden. It's going to be the same, if not worse, policies. So I'm like, it wouldn't change my vote. Like the only reason why to watch is because I could be in on the jokes that people were going to make. But as the debate was going on, people were already making shorts and highlighting all the stuff going on. Oh, this is Olivia Dunn, gymnastics. I don't know. I kind of thought Olivia Dunn was like overrated, but like watching her do her routine in slow motion is like seeing a stripper. So I figured it'd be nice having a background. She's like the opposite of Kamala Harris, or I've been calling her Kamala Harris. It's whatever. The Indian lady running for president who shits in the street probably, but yeah. So I don't. And then also I don't know, like these presidential debates, it's like after like the last one. I mean, I'm talking about like 4 years ago. It's like that was the first time where one of the people running hid from the press and didn't want to debate. And it seems like it set a precedent where it's like, it's okay for candidates to hide now. Like that's what happened in Arizona. I forgot who the governor is, but it's like there were two people running, obviously a Democrat and a Republican, and they didn't even have a debate, and the Democratic governor like didn't even like talk to the press. She still won though. Granted, there's funny election stuff that goes on over there. So it's not like these debates even matter. Like people are gonna vote just because someone's in a certain party. I think her name is Katie Holmes. But yeah, like she just won because she was in the right party. And like I don't remember her ever answering any questions. And Kamala Harris, she did her interview. Was it on CNN? And she couldn't even do the interview alone. She had the person, her running mate, sitting next to her, and she had notes. I mean, this woman is not presidential material. I mean, like she can't even do an interview without notes. And then like the debate she just had, she wanted notes and she wanted to sit down. I mean, there's just so many. It just seems weird. I don't know, like basically, you're going to vote for Kamala Harris because you don't want to vote for Trump. It's that simple. I mean, she was the border czar. Look at the border. Do you know how many terrorists have like crossed over? Because it's like we've caught, you know, hundreds of terrorists or people on a watch list, whatever, that have crossed the border. So imagine how many we haven't caught. You know, and then like over 100,000 minors are missing, which I mean, I don't care. They're, you know, I'm not related to these people, and the reason why, I mean, like if you're a parent and you send over your unaccompanied children to you know, cross the border, you know, their life probably wasn't good anyway, and you probably, you know, were a good parent. So maybe it's good they got sex trafficked in America because at least they're in America. But you know, if there's all these people who supposedly care about human rights, you would think you'd want the border closed because of all the, you know, thousands of people that have died crossing, all the sex trafficking. You know, just that alone, you know, you would think the border would be an issue, but you know, so like the border and the economy. If you care about those things, then you can't vote for Kamala Harris. But there's people who, even though supposedly that stuff matters, they're gonna still vote for her because they just don't want Trump. So I don't think the debate's gonna matter anyway. And then, like, you know, you could say someone won, but once again, doesn't matter who wins because I just don't think it's gonna change people's votes. So, you know, like we've seen 4 years of the border. We've had 4 years of a recession. So if that's not enough to change your mind, nothing will, because those are the real issues. And then I'm sure there's some people who don't know the law who are focused on abortion. But abortion's legal. It's just in the hands of the states. So each state has different rules about abortion. But as far as I know, in all 50 states, it's legal. It's just some you have less time to kill the baby. And that's the great thing about America. There's 50 states. So even though your state maybe says you can only have an abortion after 2 weeks, the state next to you says you can have it, you know, whatever, at 6 months. So if you want an abortion that bad, you can go to like a neighboring state. So, you know, it is what it is. But like there's some people who think because of the Roe versus Wade thing got canceled, they think abortion's like banned. And those are the dumb voters, and there's some of those people who are just going to vote for a Democrat just because you know, Democrats are the baby killer party. I mean, just at the DNC they had an abortion van there, which is really funny. You know, I didn't know they had abortion vans. Okay, let's get the monkey off the screen. But anyway, that was racist. So, oh yeah, that was you know, Olivia Dunn in slow motion did kind of have a stripper feeling. So I think I might do that more often. But anyway, neither here nor there. So, you know, like if you're complaining about how the price of groceries have gone up, how like gas costs too much, but yet you still vote for Kamala Harris, it just means you're an idiot. Because if you want that to change, you have to vote for Trump. Like, if you want the economy to go back to the way it was, because that affects all of us. The economy, I mean, obviously it affects rich people less, but everyone wants to save money. Everyone wants to pay, you know, $2.85 for gas instead of $4.35 for gas. Like, I've seen gas is like $4.55 right now, at least where I live. That's a lot. and then like it's been high as 10 in certain parts of California. It was never close to that when Trump was president, because he was all about being energy independent. Like we actually produced energy. It makes no sense that we're not mining oil, pumping out oil. We have the ability to pump out oil, but for some reason Biden's like no, because he's trying to ruin us, basically. I mean, just because someone is a politician doesn't mean they're on America's side. Like, these people take money from any country, so. But then and then people complain about their city being overrun by illegal aliens. Okay, but they're gonna probably still vote for Harris because they just don't want Trump. But then, like, why are you complaining? And then, like, the U.S. government gives, like in Chicago, where obviously, the only thing they do is kill each other, which it's a good thing. It makes a society better. The less of them, the better. But anyway, you bring in thousands, several thousand migrants to like inner cities in Chicago, and what do? They close down their schools so the migrants can stay there. They like give them, um, you know, uh, financial aid benefits that would normally go to the poor black people that live there. They're giving to the migrants. So now these poor people who were depending on the government for financial assistance, all that assistance is going to the migrants. But yet, watch those people still vote for Harris because you know they just think they should, and they don't want Trump. Because there's just like too many dumb voters out there. There's like too many voters that vote on feelings instead of results. So that's and then you don't know how much of the cheating is involved. I mean, like, you would like to think after four horrible years that there are enough Americans that have woken up and go, okay, listen, I might not like Trump, but it's like inflation's been crazy. We've seen the government change the definition of inflation, so technically we're not in. I mean, inflation, but also we've been in a recession, and we've seen the government change the definition of what a recession is, so technically we're not in a recession. So I'm sure enough people have like woken up and seen all this happen, because it happens right in front of your eyes, that enough people will actually vote the right way. But them magically having votes at midnight, are they gonna have enough magical votes to like offset that? So like it's actually a toss up, who could win, because like we know they cheat, we know the voters are stupid, but we do know that sometimes people wake up, because like things have been so bad. I'm sure it's woken up a lot of people, but I'm not out there. I haven't done any surveys or interviewed people, so I don't know, because I did before, but I currently have no idea where people are leaning. So like if I watch a left leaning content creator, of course Harris is winning. If I watch a right leaning one, of course Trump is winning. So it's like I can't even get a straight answer from like news, and I'm talking about independent sources though. So it's like I can't even find like and then like the polls, you can't trust polls. you know Polls, like when Trump and Hillary were at it, the polls said Hillary was going to win. So I have no idea, but anyway, yeah. So like I basically didn't watch the debate because I just couldn't. Kamala Harris is just the complete opposite of a waifu. She is the complete opposite of your average female K-pop idol. She's just hard to look at. She is a hard. No, it's just really hard to look at her, man. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, she's like a 3. and then like you add in her voice, it's like her voice is very jarring. Um, and then she's Indian. I'm sorry, like when you think of an Indian woman, and like I'm not talking about Sophia Loren, okay? Like I'm not talking about like the top 2% that maybe do porn who are hot or like a Bollywood actress. Those are the good looking ones, but like the average one isn't, and she's the average one. She everything about like she looks like she keeps her fish wrapped in newspaper. That's what she looks like. Anyway, I've said enough. You guys have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Peace.